Good morning, everyone. Pruitt is here. That's right, the Pruitt from Robertson Pruitt, the Defiance Daily Show, every Friday morning at 11 a.m. Central. Join me and my co-host, Travis Roberts, for the Defiance Daily Show. There was a time in this country where, yes, our society was built on the rule of law, a court system. The founders who wrote the founding documents, who led the revolution against the crown, a tyrannical power overseas, almost in unison, the founding fathers, whether they be Christian or not, because in unison, one thing they all knew: men are not perfect, men are not angels. However, if you're going to have a free society, this has never been done before. This is an experiment. They all concluded in unison, almost verbatim, that the only way a free society could be formed and could sustain is if the vast majority of the people were good, decent, religious, honest, hardworking. If at any time the society failed to be a majority of good, decent, honest, hardworking, religious people, the society would crumble, because you can't hire enough cops. A police state is just the opposite of a free state. You can't coexist. That's why when you hear people, especially Republicans, especially conservatives, you can tell they don't read, they're dumb, they just watch Fox News, listen to Sean Hannity. You always hear them talking about, need more cops. No, the founders would be rolling over in their graves. That's a police state. That's the same mentality. We need cameras on every corner. We need a cop on every. First of all, we'll never fix the crime problem. We'll never fix the crime problem. We'll only make it worse. We'll only exacerbate it. We'll only increase corruption within the government. No, the answer is, I have to be very careful how I verbalize this, because I don't want to get shut down on YouTube or any of our platforms. 150 years ago, 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, I'm not saying to do this. I'm just saying, let's just say we had an individual like a news media personality that we would all know, whether they're from The View or MSNBC or whatever. If there would have been an individual like this back in 150 years ago, there wouldn't have been a call for, justice, or, hey, the law, hey, cops, where are you? We need to file some charges, and, there needs to... No, that's not the way it went down back then. No. Well, the way it went down back then with an individual like this, who society, our culture, decided was a danger to the culture, there's a little greeting party about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, pitchforks and torches and things like this, and a big boiling cauldron of hot tar, couple of bags of goose down, a very rough-hewn, splintery rail. This isn't polished wood, folks. This is where, like, you ever got a little splinter in your finger? I'm talking about when they put people on these, when they talk about riding somebody out on a rail. A lot of people didn't survive that. I don't think people understand. That was a violent action. Violent. And it was brutal. A lot of people did not survive tar and feathering. It was a brutal, because it was meant to send a message. Hey, if you're thinking about being an elected official or somebody in the media, somebody that's been entrusted by our culture, our society, our the public right here, if we've entrusted you with that great of a responsibility, you better not be a crook. Because if you're a crook, well, the police aren't going to come and show up and put you in, handcuffs and take you down to the judge and then trial by jury. That's for citizens. That's for common everyday citizen. We don't require cops. We take care of ourselves. We're fine. But if you're a politician or a member of a journalist or anything like that has been entrusted by the public, and you go off and you lie or you mislead or you're corrupt, yeah, the sheriff's not showing up. No, the people are showing up. We the people. Yeah, you're going to pay the piper. You want to know why these people on the media today and these corrupt politicians, and do you know why they exist and why that number is growing every day? You want to know why? Because we quit tar and feathering the bad ones. Folks, I am telling you right now, it would only take a half dozen. This country would change overnight. Because first of all, people would witness firsthand what that actually looks like. Go back and read some books. I feel bad for people who don't read. I really do. You're missing out. And I'm not talking about reading the Google machine. I'm talking about reading the books. Actual books. Laying a foundation of knowledge. Go back and read the history books. Not what somebody says on social media. You don't even know if it's true or not. God, please. Get the actual books written by the authors of the time in their words. Read about tar and feathering, other methods and styles, things that were held for people who had violated the public trust. Ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, our society would be far greater today. It would be far safer. It would be incredibly more secure. We would all be a lot more wealthier because there wouldn't be things like property taxes. There wouldn't be things like income taxes. That stuff would not exist because the corruption in government would be eliminated. And those things all exist only because it's tyranny. It's corruption. So, food for thought from Mark Pruitt, your friend, your ally, your countryman. But it's Mark Pruitt of the Robertson-Pruitt duo of the Defiance Daily Show every Friday at 11 a.m. Central, live on Rumble. And come and join us. We look forward to hearing from you. We appreciate you. Don't ever forget, you're special. God made you. There's never been anyone like you. Never will be anyone in the future like you. So start acting like it. Let's make something great happen. Let's make a difference. Anyway, God bless all of y'all. Have a great day. Mark Pruitt signing out.